Guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, this was a request from someone who well, he said he has no clue on how to build a house. His name is Coffee, and he has a YouTube channel down in the description, and also he has a Twitch channel down in the description too. So he asked me, he's one of my friends, and he asked me, how on earth do you build a house? Because I can build a square, so I can do this. So, oh, I can do this. Now I'm stuck. What do I do? So, it's just, I just thought, why not? Let's just give him a tutorial on how to build a house. I know it sounds funny considering The Sims 4 has been out for years, but, let's give him a tutorial on how to do that. Right, so the house that we are going to be attempting to build in today's video is on screen. Now, he sent me the image to it, and he said that he built this house numerous times when he played Minecraft. And I said, that is a little bit different, just a tiny bit to, or he said it's just a tiny bit different to The Sims. So let's give it a go, shall we? So let's try to build the house. So what you need to do, I'm going to be going over this step by step. So what you want to do, you want to build the basic shape of the house first, and then add all the excessive features on it. So as you can see, that on the left it has a, well, obviously there's a wall. When you can see the front image, all you can do is interpret from it. So if I just build a wall going down like this, so I have a driveway here, and then I'm able to go, so if I go like this across, so let's say that's one, so those windows are 1, 2, 3 squares wide. So let's do, there's 1, 2 like that, and then there's 1, 2, 3, and then there's also one more gap for the another bit of wall. Then it will, so then you, if you press the middle mouse button and move, so you can do this. If you don't, if it doesn't do that, then you might not have enabled it in the settings. If you go into game options, gameplay, and then into game camera, and then press Sims 3 camera, that will be and also turn off edge scrolling, so that will be in the, that will make you be able to turn and do stuff like this. I just find it so much easier. And then if I drag back one, and then there's a door, and then there's one more, that's fine. And then there's also a little square that comes out here, but we won't do that yet. So if we just build one more up, build that across. So I'm going to say that goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. So you've built the front of the house. So now let's go back and do the walls, so we can just build the basic shape. I'm not going to give it much of a back garden, but I'm just going to do, then drag it across like this, and then you can connect it up. Simple as that. Okay, so if you're wondering what I'm doing here, I'm pressed, there's next to the number pad, if you have one on your keyboard, you'll see a home, end, and then that controls that. Or you can go up here and press that, which goes up and down, or you can press this, which does the walls. And then if you want to go up and down using the keys, it's page up and page down. So I'm going to keep it like this, and then you can see it goes up. So I'm just going to rebuild the shape like this, just building it simply across like this and connecting it up. So now you can see that we have this basic looking house. So now what? Now let's go to try to add some of the cooler features on it. So you can see down here, it has a little square bit that comes out. If you hold shift on your keyboard, so you can see it goes from where I've got my line here, for where I build the walls. Above that, you can see it's got a green line. If I do that, it goes to a green square. So if you just drag out like this, normally, so you want to go 2 out, and if you hold shift as well, because it goes to the square, you can just drag it up and build a massive square. So that's what you're doing here. So I'm just building it's just little accent walls like this. So, let's add up here. Let's now see if we can. So you can see that the windows are set back in this house here. So now if we just drag and build a square like this, and then so that does that, and then if you hold control, you can see it's got a little X by it. And if you just drag along, that'll delete that there. So you can see it's like this. So that looks just like this now. So you can see, but what we will do, also you need to add the flooring that's up there. So if you select flooring, which is down here, then you can add the flooring in like this, so it goes out just a bit. Does it go out one more? Yeah, it goes out one more, and then it gets dragged across to here. So you can, so all you're doing when you're dragging, you're using these arrows and you're dragging it. Control Z to undo. So that is all you're doing when you're dragging. So it's so simple to make and reform. So you can just do this and do that. And if you want to turn the grid off at any point, then you can simply just press G, and then G is to turn it back on as well. So we've done this. Now let's add the other accent wall. So if you just go up onto this level or go down a level, then you can build one like this. So you do that, and then you can see it has one here, but it only goes up a certain way. So what we're going to do here, you can see it says here, if you go down, so you're on empty rooms here, like this, walls and empty rooms. If you go down, it said half walls. So you can build it like this, and it may just select it all for you. But what you want to do, you want to drag up to this, and then you can select onto that, just like this. So you can do that. So what we're going to want to do, we are going to want to make it like this. So you can see it goes in a little bit, like that. But what we want to do, let's make it a bit lower, like this. So you can see it goes down like that. Can you see that? Yeah. So let's make it even lower, shall we? Okay. So it's much easier to do in The Sims 3 if you have it, but we do not have that functionality in The Sims 4. So let's just go now and drag this in, and just drag it and do it around the entire house just by dragging it like a simple wall. And this also is how you would do it for fences as well. So you can see it's like this. So I might even drag this one all the way through, just because I know it looks odd like this, but that is just how. I wonder if we so now if we so now it's like this. We have this, it's just a little half wall like that. But I'm sorry, you're not able to add a bit of flooring on the top. Now I know that could bug some people. I know it could, and it bugs me like crazy seeing a house like that. But I'm sorry, there is no actual functionality to it. So if you look, what I'm doing here, what I'm able to do, if I go, so if I select, go back into that area by pressing B on the keyboard. So if I do that, then if I go into this area here, then that is, then you can click on this, and if you go down one to exterior trims. Now I've found one here which I really like. So if I click on that, and you can see here, you can change all the different colours of it. I like the white. You can select that, and it makes it look really nice. Just simple, adds a nice sort of modern effect to it. So we've done this. Now let's go into let me just drag that back like I did here to make this a room, and then we've got this as a room and this is a room, and it all works fine. Now The Sims 4, it's all based on rooms, so that is what it is. So that is why it is made a little bit more difficult but it is all based on rooms. So if we drag this one out once more, because it looks like that, and then drag this back once or twice like this, and then if I press K on my keyboard, the letter K, it will bring that up, or you can press the sledgehammer tool up here. So you can see it looks like this now. So what I'm going to do, I am going to now do the top bit of it. So on the image, it will show that one part of the roof is higher than the other. So we are going to use the half walls again to make it like that. So you can see it goes back here, and this is bigger than the other. So it goes larger like that. And then, so if we go back to here, like this, and then we can go like that and make it fit like this. So let's just drag this away. So what you could even do, you could even just make it so it goes like this and add lines on the top. But I'm not going to do that because I think it looks a bit ugly. Now I am going to just I'm going to keep this bit the same. I'm going to keep it the same like this, except for this tiny little corner bit, and I'm going to make that the same size here, and then that looks alright like that. So it all comes down to personal taste, personal preference really, but then of what you like doing first. But then we're going to, I like doing the exterior first, of building the house outside first. So if we go and click down here, which shows a fence, so if I click on that, it brings it up here. Now I do have some expansion packs, and some custom content and mods which I've downloaded, and it looks perfectly. This comes with the Sims 4 Get Together, if you are not sure. So if you want the Sims 4 Get Together, link in the description to it. And it's on Origin. If you just search in Get Together, it should come up. So what we are going to do now we've done the fence, it has a little bit at the bottom here. So you can see in this corner here, where it is, we are going to want to add a column. Now I'm going to add a column here. So you can see it looks like that, and that looks fine. But there are also some nice modern ones which I've seen. Where's the nice modern one which I used quite recently? I think it was something like this. I'm sure it was something like this. So let's just keep it like that. So it makes the corner of the house look really nice. Also, foundations are something you want to look at. So go down into the bit down here where it says foundations. So if you just click on that, and then you can just up the foundation like that, and you see this doesn't automatically move. So if you want to keep something like that, if you just up the foundation a little bit, so how high would it be? So let's just, how high would it look nice? So lower it like that, and then I select white, and I just make it white like that because it makes it flat. And then you do have to select it for any little outjut bits that you have made, so it looks really nice like that. Excuse me. So next bit of work, what we have to do, it requires a cheat. So I'm going to move one of these up, which you can't actually do that. So what I'm going to do, if I press Control Shift C on my keyboard, then in the top left hand corner you'll see me typing, and I'll have to type BB dot move objects on. So you can see the move objects cheat is now on. So now if I move this, I can click this, go like that, and then if I press 9, oh whoops, whoa, you can see, I think it's, so if you press Control 9, so I can move it up like that, you see? So it's like that. I know it doesn't look as good with certain things. Certain things it looks quite good and effective, but certain things it doesn't, and you can see it glitching just a little bit. But that is just because of the cheat. So it looks fine. I like it, and I think it's acceptable. So if you guys did enjoy this video, then I'd like to remind you to smash that like button in the face. I hope it was helpful to those of you that do need the help on building a house. But for those of you that don't, then obviously you won't have watched this video. But anyway, I hope you did enjoy, and I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next video, part 2, where we'll be carrying on with this house in depth as we were in this video. I'll see you again soon. It's been me, Baby6Gaming, and have an awesome day. See you guys. Bye!